So maybe not any.
Let's do our chanting before the meditation. If you are following our chanting book, you can turn to page 5, or otherwise just you can follow us. Salutation to the Buddha. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. The three refuges. Buddhang saranang gacchami, Dhammang saranang gacchami, Sanghang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami, Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. Next page. 5 precepts. Panati pata viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, adinnādāna viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, kāmesu micchācārā viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, musāvādā viremani sikkhapadang samadhiyami, surameraya majje pamadatthāna viremani සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි. On the opposite page, let's read the affirmative vows. Being aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of all living beings. Being aware of the suffering caused by exploitation, stealing, and oppression, I vow to respect the property of others and to practice generosity by sharing my time, energy, and material resources with those who are in real need. Being aware of the suffering caused by sexual misconduct, I vow to respect my commitments and those of others. I am determined not to engage in relations without love and long-term commitment. Being aware that words can create suffering, I vow to learn to speak truthfully and develop peaceful, kind, and meaningful speech. Being aware of the suffering that an intoxicated and agitated mind can produce, I vow to develop mindfulness and heedfulness. Next page. Homage to the Buddha. Itipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho Vijñācarana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarati satta deva manussanang buddho bhagavati. Homage to the Dhamma. Swakhato bhagavata dhammo sanditthiko akaliko ehipassiko opanayiko panccattang veditabbo Vinyuhiti. Homage to the Sangha. Supatipanno bhagavatu savaka sangho Ujupatipanno bhagavatu savaka sangho Nyāya patipanno bhagavatu sāvaka sangho Sāmīci patipanno bhagavatu sāvaka sangho Yadidang cattari purisa yugani Attha purisa puggala esa bhagavatu sāvaka sangho Ahuniyo pahuniyo Dakkiniyo anjali karaniyo Anuttarang punyak ketang lokansati. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Offerings. Offering of light. Ganesarampadittena Dīpena tamadangsina Tiloka dīpaṃ sambuddhaṃ Pujayami tamonudam. Offering of incense. Gandha sambhara yuttene dupenahang sugandhina pujaye pujaniyang tang puja bhajane muttamang. Offering of flowers. Vanne gandhe gunopetang etang kusuma santating pujayami munindasse siripada saroruhi. Pujimi buddhang kusumene nene punyene metene labami mokkang uppang milayati yathai dhammi Kayo tatayati vinasa bhavang. Offering of water. Adivase tunu bante paniyang parikampitang anukampang upadaya patiganhatu uttame. Offering of drinks. Adivase tunu bante gilane paccayang imang anukampang upadaya patiganhatu uttame. Worship of shrines. Vandami cetiyang sabbang sabbetani supatitthitang saririka dhatu mahabodhing buddharupang sakalang sada. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Next page. Wish of well-being. Ikkyeva macchante namaste niyam namaste manu ratenante yang punyabhi sandang vipulang alatang tansanu bhavene hatante Reflections on the teachings of the Buddha in English. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with an impure mind, suffering follows like the wheel that follows the foot of the ox. Mind is the forerunner of all experiences. Mind is chief. Mind made are they. If one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows like one's own shadow that never leaves. Generosity, kind words, benevolent actions towards others, and equanimity towards all beings and all things. These bonds of sympathy function in the world like the linchpin in a moving cart. One by one, little by little, moment by moment, wise people should remove their impurities as a smith removes the dross from silver. For one who mindfully develops boundless loving kindness, mental defilements are weakened and the freedom from clinging is seen. All conditioned things are impermanent. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All conditioned things are unsatisfactory. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. All things are not self. When one sees this with wisdom, one turns away from suffering. This is the path to purification. Excellent, excellent, excellent.
Good evening, everyone. It's so nice to have you all for our Wednesday meditation. And today we also have people joining from Zoom, so we can have a more lively discussion after the meditation. So it is such a great time. You know, Wednesday evening is such a wholesome time that we are all looking forward to, because we can help each other to bring our mind to a very wholesome state. And so we know that, you know, through our practice during, you know, our previous and during last years, we know that, you know, with the guided practice and with the support of the community, we can gradually bring our mind to a very wholesome place. So we need such states, such mental states. We need to experience such mental states to kind of give us strength for us to go through the week. Because most of the time, the experience that we are going through the week can be tiring, can be heavy. So we need a time to refresh ourselves. You know, we need some time to regenerate ourselves. So today is the day. So let's get together and do that together. So I'm so glad that you decided to be with us today. And then let us rejoice that we have this community, we have this gathering, we have this support. And so rejoice this spiritual friendship, rejoice this companionship, and then acknowledge this wonderful, beautiful friendship. And after rejoice, let us make a determination and also remind our motivation. We are doing this practice out of kindness to ourselves and also out of kindness to many other beings. Because whatever training that we are going to get today in this practice are going to benefit so many other beings. So my practice is to benefit so many other people around me, and so many other beings in this world. So I will be more useful, helpful, and to many others, and I will contribute to the well-being and happiness to many other beings. So that is why we are practicing. So just remind that motivation. With that, make a determination that I will engage in this practice wholeheartedly. And this is a wonderful opportunity. I will make use of this. I will make use of this guidance, gathering, and I will engage in a committed practice. Make that determination now. With that determination, listen to the sound of the bell and allow your attention to gather to this present moment. And at the end of the bell, we will do our chant to further help us to settle into this moment. And then at the end of the chant, Bhante Punna will help us to practice loving kindness meditation and meditation on breathing.
Dear spiritual friends, now we all have well prepared for deep spiritual practice, the meditation. The chanting, recitations, all of them brought us to this peace, this clarity, this purity. Bring your awareness to yourself and observe you are sitting. You are sitting in a proper posture. If you are sitting on the chair, place your both legs properly. If you are sitting on the floor, you can be seated on a cross-leg posture. Sitting at the edge of the front edge of the cushion helps you to keep your sitting bones touching the ground, which is very helpful for us to keep our upper body upright. Keep the body upright and keep both shoulders widely open. Feel both arms and just let them to hang, and place your palms on your thighs, on your lap. The chin goes parallel to the earth. And if you open your eyes, only you can see 2 to 3 feet ahead. Gently close your eyes and you are in a meditative posture. This posture is not just an ordinary posture. It is a spiritual posture. Be happy about your great dedication, your truthfulness, your self-discipline. And scan your body from the top of the head to the tips of the fingers and to the tips of the toes. And feel all the feelings all over the body. Whatever the feelings you feel, just feel them. You can notice in our body we have in certain areas of the body we have tensions, pressures, some itching sensation in certain areas of the skin, numbness and tingling sensations. Whatever the feelings you have, just feel them from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. Slowly notice each and every feelings and gently relax them. By relaxing all those feelings, we make our body comfortable and peaceful. The peacefulness of the body, establishment of the body is very, very important for this soothing, relaxation, and meditation. Bring your attention to your forehead, top of the head, and back of the head. Feel. If you notice any tightness, any heavy feelings on your forehead, feel them and just relax and drop down and relax, relax, relax. Eyes are gently closed and just relax. Feel the facial muscles. It is a miracle that you can very easily relax your facial muscles with a beautiful smile. Smile, smiling like a baby. Very genuine, very beautiful smile. The smile brings such a great comfort and relaxation, not only to the facial muscles, but to the whole body. Feel your both shoulders, upper arms, lower arms, palms, and fingers. and drop down and relax. Feel even the tightness of the fingers. And if there are any grabbing, grasping sensations, any tightness of the finger muscles, and relax. Feel your chest muscles, belly muscles, upper and lower back muscles, and drop down and relax, relax, relax. Feel your sitting muscles, thigh muscles, knees, lower legs, heels, ankles, soles of the feet, and the tips of the toes. Feel and relax. Even feel inside of the body, the brain, internal organs, systems. Feel them and just relax. In this physical relaxation, in this wholesome posture, now you are observing your mind. The mind, you can notice that there are three components basically: past, present, and the future. Truly, we all know the past is gone, it is going constantly. Future, the future is not yet come. In an ordinary type of life, we most of the time used to live in the past or in the future plans. We live in the past because of the memories. Some memories are hurting, some are bringing some happy feelings. If you notice any unpleasant memories because of any irritations, because of any restlessness, or because of any other sloth and torpor, or any other doubt, or whatever the mental conditions that you notice, observe them, and they have all gone, and just let them go, and let them go. The future is not yet come true. The planning is good, but right now we are not obsessing to the future. We are not anxious. We have a very pleasant state of mind, letting go the past and the future. We bring our full awareness to the present moment, right now, right here. Observe physically, you are well trained. You are not anyhow engaging with any sort of unwholesome activities physically, verbally, and mentally. You are in a very peaceful and wholesome state of mind, and observe the present moment right now, right here. present moment. Observe your present mind. No any hindrances in your mind. No any disturbing thoughts in your mind. Because of this beautiful spiritual friendship, because of the great teachings of the Buddha, we have a beautiful, beautiful friendship here. That is why we have such a great, wholesome state of mind and peaceful mind right now. Now we can focus our attention to a wholesome state of mind, and we can grow our awareness in that wholesomeness. Our wholesome thought that we always cultivate is loving kindness. You know the miracle of the loving kindness. By practicing again and again and again and again, years and years and years, you know the miracle of that. The loving kindness. We practice loving kindness with the guidance of the teachings of the Buddha. Our loving kindness given by the Buddha, the simile is like a mother who takes care of her only baby. Only baby. The mother is having all 14 great qualities with regard to the baby. That is the miracle of her beautiful loving kindness. This loving kindness is perfect and beautiful. We bring that loving kindness as our role model, and we bring that type of loving kindness into our mind, and we strengthen the loving kindness in our mind. Our loving kindness is unique. Our loving kindness is extraordinary. Our loving kindness is very practical. Our loving kindness is beautiful. Like a mother who takes care of her only baby. The mother is having, we know, the compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciation, courage, generosity, truthfulness, worthiness, mindfulness, all sort of great qualities. We wake up our mind to train compassion, tolerance, patience, appreciation, forgiveness, generosity, truthfulness, worthiness, and mindfulness. We practice loving mindfulness. Observe the beauty of your mind. Your mind is like a blossoming lotus bud. Let it open. Experience the fragrance and the beauty of your mind. It is your beautiful loving kindness mind. Dear spiritual friends, you have it, you can it. You experience right now the beautiful loving kindness. Loving kindness. You can use this loving kindness as an energy to heal your body. You radiate loving kindness to your body. You deeply appreciate this body from the skin to the internal organs. You deeply, deeply appreciate this body. You are very grateful for this body. It's a beautiful, beautiful gift. And you are taking care of your body with a great loving kindness. May the skin of this body be healed, be healed, be healed. Apply the beautiful loving kindness onto your skin. It's a soothing ointment for your skin. Penetrate the skin, radiate the loving kindness to the muscles, bones, joints, bone marrows. Radiate loving kindness and feel the loving kindness is traveling all over the body. Radiate and send into the internal systems. To the brain, to all different parts of the brain, both hemispheres, left and right, corpus callosum, frontal lobe, occipital lobe, temporal lobe, inside the brain, thalamus, hypothalamus, limbic system, brain stem, spinal cord. Relax, 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 and radiate soothing loving kindness and feel no any heavy feelings that because of the great loving kindness. Radiate your loving kindness to your respiratory system and cardiovascular system. Each and every oxygenated air molecules travels all over the body with the support of the loving kindness. Loving kindness oxygenated air molecules diffuse to the body through the lungs, through the capillaries, and spread all over the body and energize the body. Be grateful the entire both systems, respiratory system and the cardiovascular system. Be healed, be healed, be healed. Digestive system, be healed. All different organs in the system be healed. Genitourinary system of this body be healed, be healed, be healed. Relax both legs and radiate loving kindness and feel the soothing, healing sensations. Now, physically and mentally, you are in loving kindness. You are loving kindness. You are loving kindness. See the beauty of your loving kindness, the health of your loving kindness, strength of your loving kindness, the flexibility of your loving kindness. Enormous, powerful loving kindness is experiencing right now. Be well, be well, be well. If you are able to settle on your wholesome loving kindness, you are able to very easily attain the first absorption. It depends on our practice, but we can. Right now, you have a beautiful loving kindness atmosphere in your memory, in yourself, in your mind, in yourself, in your body, in yourself. It is loving kindness. Be well, be well, be well. We can share our loving kindness, which we practice right now, with all other beings, not only humans, but also with all other beings. Radiate your loving kindness to each and every directions, to the front, to the back, to the left, right, above and below. All the beings, visible and invisible, near and far, large and small, long and short, all beings in each and every directions, from your neighborhood, throughout the country, neighboring countries, all around the world. May all people, may all beings be well. May all people, may all beings be well. May no harm come to them. May no difficulties come to them. May they be able to practice loving kindness as we do right here. May all people be well. May all beings be well. Observe your compassionate thoughts. You are very genuine and you are very honest. You practice loving kindness now. Just relax and remain in your beautiful loving kindness. It is soothing, and remain in your loving kindness. Be well. Gently, you can use your loving kindness awareness to practice breathing meditation. Breathing meditation is a very good object for your deep meditation. It helps you to reach the ultimate goal, which is known as the wisdom, through the mindfulness. Just relax and observe the natural breath, breathing in and breathing out. Just relax and practice breathing meditation.
Nidukkha Bhayapattache Nibbhaya Sukhapattache Nisukha Hontu sabbipi paninu. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are grieving be free from grief. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all beings be well and happy. Gently come out of your meditation and gently put your palms together and place them against your chest and take a moment to feel grateful for this opportunity to have meditation in our life. Let us feel grateful to all great teachers in the past, enlightened masters who passed this wisdom from generation to generation. Let us feel grateful to whoever helped our meditation tonight. Let us also feel grateful to anyone who tried not to disturb our meditation at home tonight. Let us also feel grateful to this device that helped us to connect to this meditation. And even to this cushion, this chair, and this bell, and everything that supported our meditation. With deep gratitude to all people and all things that made this meditation possible for us today. Let us say sadhu 3 times. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, we had a good time together, meditation, and thank you, Bhante, for helping us and guiding us to abide in loving kindness. So let us now move to our study of the Loving Kindness Sutra, the Metta Sutta. And we have been studying this sutta for a few weeks now. So if we have the chanting book, you can turn to the last the page. Page 16, where the Loving Kindness Sutra, the Metta Sutta is given, so we can talk about it. And even though you don't have a chanting book, you still will be able to benefit from the discussion. But if you like to have a chanting book, if you don't have your own copy, we would like to give you one. So if you don't have a chanting book, please type in the live chat section, or in the chat section. Please write your name and mailing address, and we can post one book to you. So we are in the verse, still in the verse 3rd, Bhante. So we are in the verse number 3. Previous weeks, we actually, what we did was actually we discussed the first 2 and part of the 3rd verses. And these verses explains the kind of qualities and habits that we need to develop in order to support our loving kindness practice. The genuine, effective loving kindness meditation can be supported by those qualities, and also these qualities also help us to understand that loving kindness is not simply a wish. Definition is primarily it's a mental state. It's a flourishing, a powerful mental state. But we start with our mind, but it is a practice that will expressed in our speech and in our actions, in our behavior. So we talk about other qualities that will help us to practice loving kindness. We talk about being adroit, being straight, being obedient, being gentle, being humble, being contented, and being easily supportable, being with a few responsibilities, mean like less busyness, and of being in simple livelihood, and being disciplined and control or calm senses, and being prudent, and being courteous, and then not handcuffed association with families, which means that not limiting ourselves, our love to our family. And then last week we discussed about how loving kindness is related to our our ethical practice, the ethical base of loving kindness. And we talk about we have to discipline ourselves to the point that we will not do even a slightest wrong for which wise men, our teachers, may rebuke us. So today is the day actually we start to talk about loving kindness. Right, this sutta is called Metta Sutta, the loving kindness sutta. But all these weeks we even did not talk about loving kindness, right? We talk about all other qualities. And today we discuss the loving kindness. It's so interesting when Buddha talk about, that this is the loving kindness sutra. When Buddha talk about loving kindness, he did not start with loving kindness. He start with all other supporting factors, and only then he approached the topic of loving kindness. So today we are in the second, we are in the third and fourth line of the verse number 3. So let us read that in verse number 3, third and fourth lines. Sukhino va kemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta. Sukhino va kemino hontu sabbe satta bhavantu sukhitatta. So this is where actually Buddha introduced the loving kindness, and this is the general loving kindness wish that we are going to maintain towards all kinds of classes of beings later. So here Buddha introduces what he meant by loving kindness. What he meant by the goodwill. When we wish well-being to others, when we radiate or direct our loving kindness to others, what does it mean? And it's genuinely a kind of genuine wish, a strong determination, a strong willingness for beings to be sukhino, to be kemino, and then to all beings to be sukhitatta. Right, Bhante? And so the translation given here is that may all beings be happy, safe, may all beings have happy minds. Okay, but actually we really need to unpack the deeper meaning of these terms. The first terms is sukhino, and so that is the sukhino and kemino, and we are making a wish for all beings to be sukhino and to be kemino, and it's not simply so there's so much of depth to these two terms. When we wish someone well-being, what we really wish. And here we have this term sukhino, and sukhino is come from word sukha, right, Bhante?
Yeah.
Sukha. So sukhino means that you have and sukhino is that those people who have sukha, right?
Yeah.
So we are making everyone be people who have sukha, right? So I think the word sukha here, of course, we usually translate as happiness. But we need to understand here, when we make a wish that may all beings be happy, what we are really wishing is not simply wishing people to be, pleasurable, wishing people to be like, because when we hear the word happiness, Bhante, we have this idea of excitement, right? Excitement and being, elated, and being pleasurable. So, but the word sukha has a deeper meaning than that. They're not simply wishing people to be elated, be excited, but we are making a more deeper wish than that. Because term sukha does not refer to a fleeting emotion like excitement. It doesn't necessarily refer to pleasurable feeling, but it's referred to a state of the mind that is more like a more enduring state of peace and calmness. And that's what we really mean by sukha, real happiness, Bhante, right? Real happiness. Because we want people to have a true types of happiness, not kind of fake kind of happinesses, right? And of course, elations and excitements, those are good, but we can't maintain such a states, right, Bhante? We can't maintain.
If you want to maintain it, it is another struggle. Is that right? Now?
Yes, Bhante,
And you become restless
because of that,
because of that.
Yeah. So they are what we really want people to experience here. It's more like more deeper, more, we usually call it like more like optimal state of being. And like, there are many ways we can be like more optimal state of being that is more enduring, more peaceful, actually more harmonious type of, being. That is what we want people to be. Momentary elations can happen. They are fleeting. Momentary elation can happen. That's okay. People can experience, but those things, as we cannot maintain. But we try to maintain, as Bhante mentioned, we cannot really maintain. And all excitements are necessarily momentary. If they're not momentary, they're not excitement. Right? You cannot be excited forever, right? It is impossible, right?
Impossible.
Yeah. But what we
So-
mean? Yes.
It's like a stable happiness,
Yes. Yeah. I think, Nancy,
as opposed to fleeting.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. I think that's a good way of putting that. What we wish people is stable happiness. We know that people can experience momentary elation, people can experience momentary sadness, and those ups and downs, momentary things can happen. But what we really need people to have underneath, as Nancy mentioned, is stable happiness. That is what we want. And we are not really wishing, we are not really being naive to like wish people that may all people be always like smiling and up being elated. And that's not going to happen. What we really need people to have that stable kind of enduring kind of more like underlying state of calmness and peace. Actually, the one way we can understand sukha is that sukha is the opposite word of dukkha. Dukkha. Is anyone familiar with the word dukkha? Right? Dukkha. If anyone is familiar with the term dukkha,
Suffering.
Any other suggestion? What do you think, Bhante? Is it suffering, the dukkha?
Sadness.
Okay, so you have more suggestions. Yeah. But what do you think? Can we pass our students?
Unsatisfactory.
Yes. Suffering and sadness, are very simplified translations. The term dukkha, this of course encapsulate the sufferings and sadness, all kind of heavy, let's say, suffering experience. But actually, as Bhante mentioned, the term dukkha has a deeper meaning of as Bhante mentioned, unsatisfactoriness. Of course, that's the underlying state. So all living beings, most of their time are in a state of unsatisfactoriness or dissatisfactoriness, whatever. The lack of satisfaction. Huh? Say again.
Dissatisfaction.
Dissatisfaction, right? Dissatisfaction. So
Because they are trying to satisfy. That's why.
yes, yeah, always try to they're
They
very
are
very wanting, very
Yeah,
wanting
wanting and
to
looking
relate.
for satisfaction.
Yeah.
That is why it becomes unsatisfactory.
Unsatisfactory. Yes. So therefore the sukha is the opposite of dukkha. So what we really, so in dukkha, the state of as like wanting more and wanting more, and then it's also actually the one easy way to translate the dukkha is like lack of ease. Lack of ease. So ease is kind of sukha. The lack of ease is called dukkha. And so we can call it dis-ease. I think this, but when you say dis-ease, it has a different meaning, right? But maybe we can say dis apostrophe, like dash and ease, dis-ease. That's what we mean by dukkha, that lack of ease, lack of satisfaction. We can also call it unfittingness, because originally the term dukkha was used in a technical sense. At the time of the Buddha, people used the term dukkha in a technical sense. When they used a lot of carts, caravans. In the caravans, you have a axle, axle and the whole the wheel of the caravan is fixed to the axle, and if the axle and the wheel does not fit well, and you will have a bumpy ride. So it's the axle and the wheel is not neatly fitted. If it is unfitting, and your ride is bumpy, it's always bumpy ride, and that is called dukkha. And Buddha used that technical term to refer to the mental state that most of people are in. Most of people are having a bumpy ride, Bhante, right? Right? Bumpy ride, like disharmony.
That because they don't know about anything about their senses, and that is why they cannot satisfy their senses.
Actually,
That is
yes,
how
Bhante.
they start the
Yeah. So
unsatisfactoriness.
what they try to do is, Bhante, the reason that we experience dukkha is mainly because we try to find some fitting. We try to we try to find something fitting, because in our mind we have certain expectations, and we have basically craving and desires. So and then once we have craving and desires and expectations, within our mind, that is our, let's say, that is our axle or in the wheel, and then we try to fit that desires, that craving with the world.
The
and
desires
we work.
and everything occurs in ourselves that because of our misjudgments, misunderstanding,
Misperceptions, yeah.
misperceptions.
Definitely, yeah. Ignorance is the basis, yeah. So what is going to happen? So we try to find that expectation in people. We try to find that desires, we fulfill the desires in things. So what we find always is that everything is unfitting, not completely fitting. Maybe some people may fit little bit. Some situation may fit little bit. So the situation we experience will be always unfitting. We can't really find completely fitting world to our internal desires. And the solution is not to go around and change the whole world and other people. Change this, and then we will find some fittingness. So this harmony is is the experience of dukkha. So what we mean by sukha is that kind of harmonious state. May people be able to find that harmonious state of being. May they have that kind of ease in their life, and may they maintain that state of well-being, that state of stable happiness. That is what we are wishing. It's not simply in wishing people to like be like like joyous, but we are really making that kind of wish. So that
Usually we become happy with a reason, but in this situation,
with an excitement, right? Yeah.
we become happy without any reason.
Yes, Banda. Usually we become happy when we get something. We need to have some sensory stimulation. So we need some external things to have pleasure. But this what we call sukha is a kind of state that we cultivate inside, and that this ability to harmonize ourselves with the world, rather than expecting world to change to fit into our desires and expectation. We find harmony with the way things are, and that's called sukha. And so when we wish, may people be sukhino, and what we're really wishing is that may people find that kind of harmony, that kind of peace. So it's also disappearance of inner conflicts. So in the state of sukha, people find harmony with the world and with oneself. They find harmony with oneself and the world. And of course, that's an optimal high state of being, and that's what we are all practicing, Bhante, right? And this whole meditation and all this spiritual practice is to achieve that state of optimal being, that state of complete harmony with the world and ourselves. But there are different grades of this sukha, different grades of this harmony. So the more people have a more deeper understanding, and then they will, find that harmony and peace and ease. So we want people, we want all beings to come to that peace. That's why we call sukha, right? And that is why actually
It is not just only a wish, Bhante. We have a kind of technique for that. We
Yeah.
have a kind of activity and process and sort of exercises, practices for that.
yeah,
That is how we were talking.
yeah,
from the
yeah,
beginning
yes, a
about,
gradual practice.
yeah, wishing somebody to be happy means they have something to learn from us. If when we say may all beings be well and happy, on the other hand, we have something to share with them.
Yeah.
That is how we.
Yeah, first we need to experience what you are wishing for others, right? Yeah, yes. And then
And also we wish or we think about other people, about their happiness and save that, because always we are in a danger with regard to the happiness and safe, always.
yeah, always. Yeah, because yeah. So if people do not develop
very easily we lose our happiness and safe all the time.
all the time, yeah. So the second term is about safety, the kemino. Yeah. So we have a term, Bhante, whenever we greet in Buddhist societies, we use the term Sukhi Hotu. If anyone is familiar with the term Sukhi Hotu? Sukhi Hotu? Sukhi Hotu? Yeah. So here actually you are making the same wish. You see here we call Sukhinowa Kemino Hontu. Do you see that term Hontu? Hontu is the plural verb.
Form, yeah.
Plural verb. Hotu is a singular verb. So when you wish someone in front of you as an individual, like as a one person, so you say Hotu. So Sukhi Hotu, which means that may you be happy.
That means you develop that harmony in between you and the
other party. And also so you are wishing that person to have that sukha, the kind of higher
because I am not having any irritation on you. I'm not having any envy or any other thoughts on you. That is how we harmonize.
So you genuinely create willingness for that person to be in that higher state of optimal being. And right there, so as soon as we express that willingness within us, we create harmony.
We unknowingly or knowingly we do harm each other. Is that right? That is why we need this kind of
harm, let's say, and also hurt, right?
Hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Without doing physically.
Yeah.
Sometimes even mentally we do mistakes.
So yeah,
So it
sometimes
is
our
good to
behavior
train.
Yeah.
Wishing
So all the qualities that we discussed previously can help us to create a lifestyle that may not hurt others, right? Being courteous, right? Being all these other controlling our senses. All these qualities can help us to achieve such a lifestyle. Okay, so Sukhi Hotu. So remember that wish, like Sukhi Hotu. That's of course here also we make the same wish, Sukhi no Hontu. But when you say Sukhi Hotu, now you know when you make that wish Sukhi Hotu, you are making a really, really a deep wish. You're not simply wishing people to be, like elated, but you're really wishing people to have deeper sense of harmony and peace. Okay, so
Is
second,
that
yeah,
Hotu? Hotu?
yes,
Hotu?
Hotu, yes. Maybe
Yeah.
Hotu, right? Yeah. It's not T as in table, but as Th as in thoughts. Hotu.
Oh,
Yeah. Second term is called Kemino. And then they are Kema. Kema. The term Kema means actually safe or like safety. Kema means safe and safety. Or maybe secure. So the translation given here that may all beings be happy and safe. Being secured, being
we
safe.
can also call someone Kema.
Yes, yeah, we'll come to that, Bante. Yes, Kema. So the term Kema means like actually being safe and secured. So it's an adjective, Bante. It's an adjective.
It's just noun.
Noun.
Kema.
Kema is a
Yeah,
place.
we can use an adjective too
Yeah.
as well.
Like a
And,
safe place can be,
yeah,
Kema place,
yeah.
right? So when we talk about safety and secure, from what? So from being safe or being secured from what, right? So we can identify when you wish someone to be safe or secured, we are making them to be free from three types of things, basically. One is we are making them to be safe from danger, like external danger, adversities like external dangers. And then we also wish them to be free from disturbances. Disturbances can be physical disturbances within us, and then we are also making them to be free from fear. That is mainly mentally. So when you wish someone to be Kemino, we are wishing them to be safe and secure, which means to be free from dangers, be free from disturbances, be free from fear. So three kinds of safety, and that's what we are wishing. So
then the Kema means safe. Then Kemino means ones who are safe.
Yeah. So Kema means safe, and then we can also use it as a noun. Those who is safe can be called Kema and Kemino.
Yeah.
Kemino is the plural, right? Kemino means those who are safe.
Yeah.
And one who is safe is called Kema.
Yeah.
So we also have
One who is
safe.
One who is safe is Kema.
Kema.
Oh,
Yeah.
lucky.
So we have one Kema, right? Yes. So that's the meaning. And so when we wish someone to be,
see, once we mention the Kema, the happiness, very gentle happiness appears on her face.
Yes, but
because of the safe.
Yeah, she's protected. That's the meaning, right? The one who is protected, one who is safe, one who is one who is taken care of, one who is safe. And the term Kema as a noun is used in Buddhist literature a lot because we have one famous Buddhist nun called Kema, right, Bante?
Yeah.
And
one of two greatest nuns, right?
Yeah.
Disciples of
Buddha. One of two chief female disciples of the Buddha called Kema, and she was she was a queen, right? She was a queen, and she renounced, and she became a nun, and become actually she's the foremost in wisdom, foremost nun in wisdom, Kema. So it's a very important name also. But when we make a wish, our general wish that may all beings be Sukhi no, and may all beings be Kemi no. So it means Kemi no means to be safe. So we know that is we are wishing them to be safe from dangers, from disturbances, and from fear. So those are the wishes. So what I really want you to understand is that when we do these wishes, we are really making a very in-depth kind of wishes. Truly and wishing people, people and all beings to have that kind of inner change within themselves. So, because the external situations, we cannot guarantee that by change of the external situation, there'll be peace and harmony and happiness. External conditions play a role, but what really should have happened is the internal change, or to be in that state of sukha and in this state of kema. So that is what we wish when we make these wishes. And then the last line is called sabbe sattha bhavantu sukhitatta. It's actually reiterating the same wish that we make in the first line. Sabbe sattha means all beings, and bhavantu means may there be, right? The wish. And sukhi tatta, again we find the term sukhi here, right? So sukhi and then atta, sukhita, actually sukhita and atta. Atta can here mean like individuals, selves, right? And so may all beings be who achieve sukha. May all beings be those who have achieved sukha, right? So that's a little translation, but we can say may all. Here we have translated as may they all have happy minds. May all beings have happy minds. May all beings be happy individuals. That's the general meaning. So this term sabbe sattha bhavantu sukhitatta, we use this as a mantra, right, Bhante? Yeah. And these days we are teaching meditation to our children, right, Bhante? So we use this term sabbe sattha bhavantu sukhitatta as a mantra that our children have learned this mantra now. So they chant it and they repeat it again and again, maintaining that wholesome wish inside in their mind, and then repeating this praise, sabbe sattha bhavantu sukhitatta, as a way of calming their mind, right, Bhante? Yeah.
Actually, when the last Tuesday in meditation,
Yeah.
I used this Pali sentence as a mantra for meditation. Actually, I introduced
This
as
term.
a chanting meditation, and we practiced
Practice it,
together.
yeah. Can we recite that for us today? For our, of course, you should teach our Wednesday group also. Not only Tuesday group,
Yes,
but Wednesday group also.
Yes.
But Bhante, you know what?
Yeah,
It is a meditative chant.
meditation.
So Bhante will slowly go into that state.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we cannot do that.
Yeah, maybe just
Let me
few
learn that,
times,
yeah,
just
maybe
few
a few
times.
times, yeah.
Yeah. So learn. This is how we are going to chant it, in our own meditation.
Sabbe sattha bhavantu sukhitatta. Sabbe sattha bhavantu sukhitatta. Sabbe sattha bhavantu Yeah, that is how I chanted and I guided.
I
even
hope that they can
Tuesday.
remember that, right, Bande?
Yeah, I think they can follow. And also, I think I put in Tuesday meditation as a guide for them, for our followers, a link to
Link.
download the audio recording.
Of
And
this,
also,
this,
yeah,
this chant.
only in this part. I think I can put in this chat box, and then they can. just go
You
to-
mean in the YouTube, right?
Yeah, in the YouTube. Yeah.
So if you like to have that video audio recording of that chant, later go and see our this.
Maybe under the video in description also we can put.
Yeah. So later you can come back to our YouTube video of today's video, and then you can find the link there. Okay. And so I hope that now when we really when we really genuinely wish all beings to be well, to be happy and be safe, and we now know what we really mean by that. Right?
So, Bante, basically, if you are willing to have happiness and safe, you better to cultivate mindfulness
Yes.
and wisdom. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Without wisdom, you cannot keep yourself in a proper direction, because of that. As you said, the wanting is a disturbing type of tendency, and so always you miss and lose your peace in mind. And also other way around, the happiness, the mindfulness help you to keep in a proper track, and so happiness and safe can maintain within yourself with the support of the cultivation of the mindfulness. And the wisdom.
Yeah, and then you can wish the same to others.
Same
with
to
loving
others.
kindness. Yeah, definitely. Yes. So that's the sharing today. So let us wish that may all beings have that enduring, stable type of happiness, optimal state of being, and may they also be secured and safe in all three types of difficulties. So that's our wish. So any thoughts or sharing about this level of loving kindness? Any more questions that you'd like to know? You'd like to ask? Is there a chat over there?
Yes, thank you, Bante.
Here we can't see.
Yeah. Adrian is thanking.
Okay.
And everybody is very happy. Then because of your very clear explanation.
So, okay, let me finish with the story, Bante, about happiness. Very short story about, this idea of this, like sukha is like a stable state of being.
Now they are excited.
This story happened a long time ago, about old lady. And, this is a lady who lived in the Himalayan mountain range, long time ago. And so she visited her family, and now she is returning back to her own village. But you had to cross a few mountains to go to your own village. So she was, those days people walk, even in the mountains you cannot really, use a vehicle. So, but she had to walk, quite a distance. So she had a bag that she put her food and and also medicine in case if she need any medicine. So she was carrying that bag with her and making the journey, seeing the beauty of the nature. And of course she had to climb. It's not an easy journey. So when she was making this journey, and then at one point she slipped her leg, and then she was kind of she had a fall. Not a heavy fall, but she slipped her leg and happened to land on the ground. And when she landed on the ground, and the earth, the soil came out, and when she got up from the place, she realized that there's a bit something strange in that place, the unearthed area, and she found a precious stone there. A gem, in the mountains. So she had a fall, but actually that fall kind of revealed her a stone, a precious stone. It was nice, looking
Like a gem.
like glittering, yeah,
Uh-huh.
like it's a gem. So she took it. It's a precious stone, and kind of gem. So she took it and then put in her bag. That's the bag that she has everything, right? The food and the medicine and all other things, and now she has the precious stone. And then she continued to walk, and then along the way she found another traveler who joined the same path, entering from a side path. And now she has a companion. Usually those days when you have a companion, you are happy because you can talk, you are more safety, and then they start to talk, and so they continue the journey. And there are some stations that they can rest, they can sit and rest and and drink something. So they found a station to rest. When they sat down, and they were also hungry, so they want to eat, and then the other traveler, told the old lady that, I also brought food. What did you bring? And maybe we can share our food. So when she opened her bag and want to, find her food, and the traveler saw the precious stone in the bag. And now traveler is so interested. So, and now he's thinking, when I can get this gem. Before he saw it, and they was very friendly, very relaxed. But now the other traveler is not relaxed. And they had the meal, and then they started the journey. Now the traveler is thinking, how good if I can have that gem. This is an old lady, right? If I can have that gem, I don't have to work for the rest of my life because I can take care of all my needs. So he's thinking all the ways to get that gem. And he thought, okay, this is an old lady. Maybe first I will try the easiest way. I will directly ask for the gem. If she gave me the gem, everything will be smooth. If he didn't give me the gem, then I will think of a different way to get the gem. And so they had another few hours of working, and then came to another resting station. And there he made a request from the old lady. I saw you in your bag, you have precious stone. I have a family, I have a lot of problems. If I have that precious stone, I'll be okay. I'll be so happy. I'll be able to do fulfill all my duties. I will not have to work hard. And when he explained, all the kind of benefits going to have because of this precious stone, and the old lady put her hand to the bag and took the gem and said, "Okay, keep it. This is yours." And he didn't really expect that, because she gave that stone in such an easy manner. It was so easy for her to give that gem, and he didn't expect that, and he was so surprised. He cannot believe himself, and he took that gem with such a joy and thank her so much. And then they continue to work. But there's one point that they had to go into two different directions, and she's going to her village, and now he's going to another village, so they have to separate their ways. So when he come to that point, he really thanked the old lady, and you really helped me a lot, and I'm going to be so happy after this. And so they departed. And then the traveler was always thinking, how did he give that gem? He was thinking, and how he was anxious to get this gem, and with what an ease that she gave that gem to him. And he was thinking. When he reached his village, he had a different realization. He turned back. He really wanted to come back and meet that old lady. He came and he was looking for that lady, and went to that direction that old lady went, and looking for. Finally, he found. And then he went to the old lady and asked, "I came to find you, and I really want to return this gem to you." And the old lady asked, "Why? I gave it to you. It's yours." And he said, "No, I want to return this gem to you, and I want more precious thing than that. I want more valuable thing than this gem." And he said, "What is? Please give me what is inside of you. Please give me what is inside of you that made it so easy for you to give away this precious gem to me." And he realized that, how much richness and how how much harmony, how much satisfaction she should have within herself to give that precious gem with such an ease. So he want that ease, that harmony for himself. He said, please take this gem. Can you give me what is inside of you that made it so easy for you to give that gem easily?
Actually, Bhante, that's
Yeah,
right. And
yeah.
ultimate realization of the teachings of the Buddha is the letting go.
Letting go, yeah, letting go.
Then and there you earn the great happiness.
Yeah. The traveler realized later, that's the real happiness. So we want all beings to be in that state of harmony and satisfaction. That is our wish, Bhante. Yeah. Good job. Okay. So thank you, everyone. Thank you, everyone. Let us now move to the other part of the program. If you have the book, turn to page 14. And this is time to transfer merits and share the merits with all others. And today, by coming to this practice, joining this practice together, and we generated so much goodness in our heart, so much good merits in our heart. And now it is time for us to share our merits with everyone. First of all, we want to share these merits with our departed relatives, our family members who loved us so much, who are no more with us today. We want to share these merits with all of them. Today, we have a special person to share our merits with. All of us know our beloved friend, Dee. Today, Dee's sister passed away a few hours ago. So Dee is joining us from YouTube. She is here. Let us now join her and let us support her. And we will share our merits, the merits that we generated in this practice. Let us dedicate these merits to our Dee's sister, Michelle Fike. Let us share these merits with her. And may Michelle Fike, the beloved sister of our Dee, receive these merits. May she share these merits. May she be benefited from these merits. May she have a smooth transition to her next existence. May she be released from all types of pain she was going through. And may she has a deep peace and a smooth transition. And may she have a happy rebirth. With that wish, let us share these merits with her. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idang me ñātinang hotu sukhita huntu ñātayo. Idang me ñātinang hotu Sukhita huntu ñātayo. Let us also share these merits with all other beings. If there's any being in this world who would like to share this merit, may he or she do so. May all living beings share these merits. May all living beings be well, happy, and peaceful. Ittavata ce amhehi sambhatam punya sampadam sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu Sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya. Wish for the well-being of the world in English. May the weather be pleasing. May the people prosper in their lives. May there be peace and happiness in the world. May the rulers be righteous. May all those who are suffering be free from suffering. May all those who are in fear be free from fear. May all those who are in grief be free from grief. May all beings be well and happy. Aspiration. May this wholesome act quicken the liberation of my mind from mental defilements. By virtue of this wholesome act, may I never follow the unwise people. May I associate with good people until I attain Nibbana. Purification. If by body, speech, or mind I have carelessly done wrong, I acknowledge them all in front of the Tathagata of great wisdom and determine to be heedful. We will now chant the Metta Sutta, the Karaniya Metta Sutta, the Loving Kindness Sutra. And now we know the deep meaning of this sutra, and this has such a deep meaning. We will chant it for you now. And other than the deep meaning, the very vibration of this chant also helpful in themselves. So right now, we will chant it to generate and radiate the vibration of this chant for you, wishing all of you peace and happiness, and especially stronger immunity during these days. And today, especially, we think about Dee and also Dee's mother, Kitty, and we think about her and wish them also to feel our condolences and to feel our compassion, feel that we are thinking about them. And may they find strength and courage to go through this difficult time. May they find solace, and may Dee and her mom, Kitty, receive these blessings. May they find peace and ease and solace inside in themselves. You can also share these blessings with anyone else that you think that need such a blessing. Think about all of them too. May all of you receive these blessings. May all of you be well, happy, and peaceful. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Karaniya manta kusalena yantang santang padang abhisamit sakko ujocha sojocha suachocha samudu anatimani santos sakocha subarocha ampagichocha salahukavunti sangringdriyocha nipakocha ampagab Kulesu ananugindo nachagundam samachari kinchina vignyo pare upavadeyum sukino vakemino hontu sabbe santa bhavantu sukitanta eke chipana bhutanti tasavata varava anavasesadiga ye mahantava majjimarasakanukatula dittava eva additta Chadure vasanti avidure bhutava sambhavi siva sabbe santa bhavantu sukhitantana paro parang nikumbeta nati manyet kanta chinang kanche vyarosana patigha sanyānānya manyas dukkhamiccaya mātā yathāniyam puttang ආයුසා ඒක පුත්ත මනුරක්කේ වම්පි සම්බ භූතේසු මාන සංභාවයේ අපරිමාණං මෙත්තං ච සම්බ ලෝකස්මින් මාන සංභාවයේ අපරිමාණං උද්දං අදෝච තිරියං ච අසංවාදං අවේරං අසපත්තං තෙත්තං චරං නිසින්නෝ වාසයානෝ වායාවතස්ස විගත මිද්දෝ ඒතං සතින් අදිත්තේය බ්‍රහ්මමේතං විහාරං ඉදමාහෝ දෙත්තෙන් ච අනුපගම්ම සීලවාදස්සනීන සම්පන්නෝ කාමේසු විනය්‍යගේදං නහි ජාතු ගබ්බසෙයං පුනරේති තේන සච්ච වඤ්ඤේන සොත්තිතේ හෝතු සම්බදා ඒතේන සච්ච වඤ්ඤේන සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු ඒතේන සච්ච වඤ්ඤේන හෝතු තේ ජය මංගලං සම්බීතියෝ විවජ්ජන්තු සම්බ රෝගෝ විනස්සතු මාතේ භවන්තන්තරායෝ සුඛී දීඝායුකෝ භව භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ බුද්ධානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ ධම්මානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ භවතු සම්බ මංගලං රක්ඛන්තු සම්බ දේවතා සම්බ සංඝානුභාවේන සදා සොත්ති භවන්තු තේ. Let us spend a moment of reflection. Let us recall to our mind whatever kind deed that we were able to do during last few days. Think about any act of kindness that we got an opportunity to do. Helping someone, giving something to someone. Even a simple act of kindness. These moments of kindness are something to be celebrated. We don't get much opportunities like that. And those moments of kindness show that we can grow our goodness, that we can overcome our weaknesses. Let us rejoice. On this day, or in the past, if I have done kind deeds to other beings, with my body, speech, or mind, whether great or little, here before the Buddha, I call to mind those kind deeds and let my heart rejoice. I rejoice in those kind deeds, appreciating the opportunity to be helpful to others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, wishing more opportunities to practice compassion. I rejoice in those kind deeds, resolving not to compare myself with others. I rejoice in those kind deeds, and glad to share this joy with all beings everywhere. May my kind
May
deeds
my kind deeds
relieve the burdens of other
relieve the
beings.
burdens of other beings.
May my kind
May
deeds
my kind deeds
shield me from all dangers and pain.
shield me from all dangers and pain.
May my kind
May
deeds
my kind deeds
and merits that come from
and
them
merits that come from them
help me in freeing my heart.
help me in freeing my heart.
Let us now take a moment to recall whatever kindness that we receive from others. Think about your past few days and recall an actual incident in which you received a kindness, a care, and help from someone. Let us rejoice the goodness of others. On this day
On this day
or in the past,
or in the past,
if I have seen or heard
if I have seen or heard
of the kind deeds done by others
of the kind deeds done by others,
with their body, speech, or mind,
with their body,
whether great or little,
whether great or
here before the Buddha,
here before the Buddha,
I call to mind
I call to mind
those kind
those
deeds,
kind deeds,
and let my heart
and let my
rejoice.
heart rejoice.
I rejoice in the goodness of
I
others,
rejoice in the goodness of
being
others,
always ready to praise kind people
being always ready to praise kind
and
people
follow their example.
and follow their example.
I rejoice in the goodness of others,
I rejoice in the goodness of
appreciating that there are many good-hearted people in the world.
others, appreciating that there are many good-hearted people.
I rejoice in the goodness of
I
others,
rejoice in the goodness of
expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
others, expressing gratitude for any kindness done.
May the kind deeds of others
May the kind deeds of others
bring safety and happiness to many living
bring
beings.
safety and happiness to many living beings.
May the kind deeds of
May
others
the kind deeds of others
foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings.
foster gratitude and fellowship among many living beings.
May the kind deeds of
May
others
the kind deeds of others
nurture goodness in me
nurture goodness in
and
me
many living
and
beings.
many living beings.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Okay, thank you everyone. Thank you everyone for joining us today. Particularly thank you, Kay. Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Nancy. And thank you, Adrian. Thank you, Connie. And thank you, Komodenona, for joining through Zoom. And thank you everyone else joining from YouTube. We don't know exactly who you are, but please accept our deep condolences, and every one of us here offer our condolences. We know it's difficult for you, but we are with you. I will continue to chant for you and for your mom. And also thank you, Buddhika, joining from Sri Lanka. Thank you. And also thank you, Chanagamatya, and thank you, Kyoko. Kyoko shift from Zoom to YouTube, right? Thank you, Kyoko. Yeah. Okay. Hope to see you next week. Okay. Good night and wish you good
Good night.
health. Yeah.
Right. There was